Hello and welcome to today's video. I'd like to thank Solbio for actually supporting this channel. And Solbio is a completely natural toilet fluid. It can be also used in the waste tank. It's environmentally friendly as it's made from completely natural ingredients. So if you'd like to know more about this product, there'll be more at the end of the current video, and there will be links below. Thank you. Hello and welcome. I've got for you this vehicle, which is the Globe Traveller Falcon, introduced in January of 2023 at this event, the Stuttgart CMT Trade Fair. And now they have marketed this as a vehicle for full-timers. That it isn't, in my opinion, but other than that, I think that this is a very attractive vehicle. I'm going to start off by just showing you some of the features on the outside. You can see this is a 6 meter or under 6 meter VW, but you can see here that the roof has been heightened, and the point of that, well, we'll see that as and when we come in. Why didn't they just get the high roof one? There's good reason for that. There isn't a high roof, a VW on a 6 meter basis, and to put it on the longer 680 centimeter version, or nearly 7 meter version, which does have the extra high roof, then they wouldn't have got the vehicle within 3.5 tons on a 4x4 basis. So this is a 4x4 van. Now what this has is a very large lounge and the best washroom in the business, in my opinion. Having said, I haven't seen them all, but I have seen one or two. Coming in, 2 seats here. There's the table down there, and here we have this long bench, long couch, and that converts into a bed. We'll see that done at the end of the video. Do that last. 2 burners here. We've got a deep sink here. The noise in the background, incidentally, is the cleaners going up and down. They've got a machine to do it with rather than do it by hand. There you have the gas cupboard, which is also openable from the outside. Here we have storage all the way around, drawers, more drawers. Over here we've got the fridge. It's quite a small Vitrifigo one. Vitrifigo is a two-way. All their fridges are two-way fridges. They work off electricity, which I think is the best. The ones that work on gas as well, in hot temperature, they tend not to be so good. Indeed, a friend of mine, he went away 40 degrees outside, and inside the fridge was 17, a bit pointless. 17 degrees in the fridge. You could just about sit in it with your wearing just your underpants, if you're into that type of thing, that is. Right, now I did mention that there was the best washroom in the business. So what do you think? Any good or no good? What do you think? I'll close the door, show how big it is. Marble effect. Look, when I'm standing here, it looks as though, looking up there, it looks as though it goes on forever. Really, looks like I'm in a very high place, but I'm going to touch there. See. Pretty good, eh? Got a sink here. I'm not so keen on these sinks as a rule, but it does look quite effective. Yeah. This is a Clesana toilet, which I demonstrated at an earlier video, and there will be a link for the demonstration below. Now this one here has either not been finished or there's something not quite right about it, but this shows the mechanism inside the Clesana toilet. A plastic bag goes in there, and well, you'll have to see the video on how that actually works. And if I haven't put the link in, do remind me. We've got a bit of storage space here, as well as up here and up here. Let's come out. Duckboard down there. As you can see, double floor, some technical infrastructure. Let's show you what's down here, in fact. There you go. There's got the release for the water there, should that be needed. And down here we have, there's the grey water tank. More details in the description, by the way. Storage up here, show you how deep it goes. Space there. Fabric walls, and we have for the blinds here, obviously, like just about all motorhomes. Is this a camper van or a motorhome? I'm a bit stuck on that one. Now I'm thinking it's still a camper van. But like all windows in this, you've got the insect screen, you've got the blackout, or you've got neither one or the other, depending on what you want. Down there, a couple of cup holders. When the table comes out, you've got electricity, 230 here, you've got USBs there. And this one is, you can see it's on the Volkswagen automatic. You could get a non-automatic version, a manual version if you wanted. Up there's a big skylight. I mean, it looks superb in my opinion. And yeah, there's a view down. Excellent, really.
Okay, well, welcome in our Globe Traveller Falcon. I just want to show you the sofa bed conversion here at the moment. Really simple. All you have to do is just take off the rear cover, just lie down flat here, and then you can see on the side you've got that small, how's it called, lash?
Yeah, handle maybe, yeah.
Maybe handle. Just pull it over, one arm as you see. Underneath it we've got a couple of places for the storage. Underneath here we've got the fresh water tank, then we've got the heating. We've always got the Truma 6D diesel heating, and at the end we've got the air conditioning in there. You fold down the bed, the rear rest again, and then just put the mattress in here. That's about it. Now you've got 1.27 m in the width.
Yeah.
And the length we've got 1.97 m.
Oh, very good. Yeah, and you've got a toilet at the back, and if you want to get out, you get out this way.
Yeah, so as you can see, really easy with a bed. No hassle at all. So you switch it back again, just put it up, one arm over, rear rest, pillows, and that's it. Nice sofa.
Excellent.
Right.
Anyway, let's come out now and have a look from the outside. And now you saw the gas cabinet. In the gas cabinet, you can open up from this side. Makes sense. There's that. And now let's go to the back. Did I give the price 145,000? I think I did. I can't remember. Oops. Let's open this up. Okay, so what they've done, they put this up for the show, but this could be changed if necessary. So what people, this is done because of skiing. Here we've got quite a deep place of putting outdoor tables, chairs, deck chairs, this type of thing. In here we find they've got 2 batteries in at the moment, giving, I think it's 460 ampere hours of power, which is pretty large. There's a table here. Okay, it's not all that deep inside, but gives an idea what it could be used for. It will come with leveling kit for that'll make the ride a bit more pleasant, as well as as parking. It'll get you to help with the parking. Now the negative side is the lack of storage, but the positive sides actually speak for themselves. And I was thinking of having an award for the best washroom, and yes, I'm going to have an award. It's going to this one here. It's not going to Euromobile as I thought it would do. That is an excellent washroom, and by far the best you'll like to see in any vehicle. 4x4 Volkswagen from Globe Traveller, cost 145,000 euros. Is a fair whack of cash, I know, but thanks for being with me today and watching this. I have all sorts of campervans and motorhomes on this channel. I upload every day at 21:15. This is the first time ever that I have accepted any support for promoting a product on YouTube. Now, I've been on YouTube now for 15 years and I've been doing the van life stuff for a number of years as well. The reason I haven't accepted support in the past is because I felt it had to be something which I really agreed with, and a product I knew, so I had to feel 100% about recommending it to others. This is Solbio, and this is a toilet additive. Now, what's the point of a toilet additive? Well, when you use the toilet, then it goes into a cassette and you have to dump the cassette somewhere. Now, if you just urinate into it, then there should be no problem. But if you put any solids into it, then it makes it a bit more difficult. Now, one thing you can do is if you have constant diarrhea, then you may not need a toilet additive because you should be able to dump it without any problems. For those of you who don't suffer from this problem, then one thing you might want to consider doing, in fact, one thing you're going to have to consider doing is using a toilet additive. Now, there's two types. There's the blue stuff, which is manufactured by a number of companies, and it works pretty well. No problems there whatsoever with the way it works. Oh, there's the green stuff, which is ecologically based. Now, up until now, the green stuff didn't work as well as the blue stuff. But I think with Solbio, we're now seeing a comparative working rate. It works just as well. So it's ecological. What it's got inside are natural soaps, it's got natural citric acid, it's got essential oils and plant extracts, and that breaks down whatever it is that you're throwing into the toilet, or releasing into the toilet, I should say. And when you come to a dump station, you can just tip up your cassette and it all flows in nicely. Now you may say, well, I have constant diarrhea and so therefore I don't need something like that. Well, that may be the case, but one thing that this has got, it's got a rather pleasant fragrance to it as well. Now, I personally like the fragrance of the blue stuff, but I know I'm in a small minority on that one. One thing I noticed when I've been doing tests of really small vehicles, such as 5.5 metre ones above all, so as soon as you open the door, you have this fragrance, let's say, of the blue stuff sort of hits you. Now, with this one here, Solbio, it's got a more natural sort of smell. It's a bit like eucalyptus. I'm trying to find a good way of actually describing it, and the best thing I could think of, it's got these cough drops or these eucalyptus like sweets, and it's got this type of fragrance within the toilet anyway. And if you're in a small van, I bet it could fill up the small van. I haven't really noticed it sort of when I'm sitting here in this position, for example, but maybe I'm not using enough of it to actually notice. Next thing is it safe to use? Well, the thing with the blue stuff is there are good reasons to suggest that it may not be completely safe to use. I mean, it does break things down in a chemical manner. I mean, I'm not going to suggest it's dangerous or anything like that, but I don't think it is particularly good for the environment. If it comes into contact with plants or things of this nature, I mean, there's warnings that, I mean, if you get it in a fish tank or something like that, I don't know why you want to put it in a fish tank, but if you put it in the fish tank, then the fish will die. So this, as it comes from natural things, you assume that it's okay. Now the blue stuff as well, I've noticed I always get it on my hands. And not only that, I mean, obviously, I sort of miss the toilet as well. Sorry, I get it into the toilet bowl. I don't miss the toilet. I miss the sort of the hole where you open up for the toilet. And it sort of stains, and it takes a few flushes for it to actually go down. I don't know if that's bad or not, but it's with this stuff, it's almost translucent. Not quite, but almost. As is when you dump it out, which seems a bit odd the first time. You think, hang on just a minute, I'm sure I didn't just urinate in there. But that's the way it is. The manufacturers say it doesn't cause skin irritation. I have never experienced skin irritation from the blue stuff, but I have heard of people having this problem. And let's have another look at it, because here it comes in two. One's for marine use and the other's for motorhome use. Now it could be that mariners use the toilet or they eat something a bit more dodgy, or I don't know, but it's different. This contains 40 doses, and it's dosed via this thing down here, this little tap. Now I know there are people who are suspect of these taps. Now, I previously worked in the packaging industry, and indeed I used to give talks being an expert. I don't think I was much of an expert, but I do know a little bit about it. This technology is perfectly safe, I think, to use. It's not, I mean, it's often used in bag-in-the-box applications, and so you get wine or something. The wine's in a box, and they've got this tap that sticks out, and you use it. In the company I used to work, where we produced blueberry juice, we used this technology, and I've never known the taps to go wrong in my direct experience. But when they first came out, I agree there was problems with them. I've heard of people saying they put something in the fridge or in the van and something hit here. In theory, you're supposed to knock both ends down at the pull them both up and press down at the same time to get it to work. So I mean, I do accept that these things can go wrong. Just as, I mean, if you don't close a bottle properly, everything will go out. But I make that part. Other than that, the bag may seem a little unsturdy because of the way it is. But I can tell it's made from recycled. It's green plastic. It's I think it's quite safe. So there are some observations on this, and as far as I'm concerned, I really do think it is a good solution for you. Now, it costs roughly the same as the blue stuff. There isn't much difference. Now, I do appreciate that if there was a price difference, that might be a problem. Although, I think if you're into motorhomes, then you probably like living in harmony with nature, which is what I'm in it for, really. I think it's the call of nature, this contact with nature and all the rest of it. So I think that protecting nature is something that I would want to do. Whether or not I'm prepared to pay a premium, yes, maybe I'm prepared to pay a little bit of a premium for it, but in all honesty, between this one and the blue stuff, there's hardly any difference. Right, so if you find that of interest, there will be a link below. It's not an affiliate link, it just tells you where to get the stuff from. I'm not on any affiliate programs at all, deliberately, so nobody can accuse me of trying to promote something to get the affiliate link. But I do absolutely believe in this product. So, thanks very much for watching. I am currently at a place called Alexa Camping, or Camping Alexa, in northern Poland, and you may have heard some of the noises on the outside from the campsite, but I shall tell you more about that in another video. So, there you go. This is about Solbio. Thanks for watching.